Right, this is a quick walk around video for a Honda CR-V 2-litre EX automatic. As you can see here, finished in a sort of silver grey, and it's got the optional Honda alloys fitted. Very low mileage one, and it's in very, very nice original condition. I'll go around the car for you, pick up on anything I possibly can. Lights and lenses on the front here, clean as a whistle. There's no cracks or condensation in the lights at all. Bumper's generally good. I think there was a, whoever done it before, it had one little touch in on one corner, which I think is just down there, just above the parking sensor there, just on the line, so it's not that obvious in all honesty. Bonnet generally again very good, apart from he must have got touch-in paint which is a slightly different shade. You can just see there a little blob, so I think I'll try and get some a proper touch-in stick and match that rather better, but that is it in all honesty. Near side of the vehicle, absolutely as clean as a whistle. It's pretty much mirror smooth down there. Front wing very, very clean and tidy. Front near side alloy really clean, not a mark on there, and they're the ones that tend to take the bashing in all honesty. And then down the flanks, really clean and tidy. There will be the odd little mark here and there. We are talking about a 10-year-old car ultimately, even with low mileage. And rear alloy again absolutely unmarked. And then down, swap down there again. It really is very, very clean and crisp. On the back of the car, all in very nice order, very straight. Bumper corners really good. All the painted area is very, very nice indeed. And off side of the vehicle, as with the near side, I can't see any indentations in there at all, in all honesty. Offside rear alloy, again absolutely unmarked, and panel work really, really straight and clean and crisp. And then just come to the final alloy on the front. All the alloys pretty much unmarked, which is an absolute rarity in all honesty. But externally, the car in very, very, very nice condition. Let's come into the boot area now. Absolutely cavernous boots on the CR-Vs. Tonneau cover here, as you can see, is intact, but the boot area itself, all the plastics, very, very nice. Fabrics, all very good as well. Very rare to see plastics as good as this and as original as this on a CR-V. They do tend to get bashed about in the back because they're designed to be used, but this one's one of the cleanest I've seen at any mileage. Offside rear door card, again beautiful condition. No sort of marks in the plastic that I can see there at all. The car comes with a full set of original tailored Honda mats, and again all apart from the driver's one, which has got just a bit of wear in it, which you'd expect. They're in very nice condition. Leatherwork's really, really nice. It's very, very clean and tidy. And let's go across here. And the inside door card, again very, very clean as well. Back of the seats, which is again where they tend to get kicked by kids' feet, but in this one, really, really nice. It's not to say there isn't any marks, of course there will be a couple, but as I said, they are very few and far between. Driver's door card, again very good, just only very light marking on there, which you'd expect as it's the driver's door. Footwell area is very nice, but you can see there, just where the heel rests on the carpet. But these are the original carpets and 10 years old, but generally very nice indeed. Sill area is all really good. Seat itself, as you'd expect with such low mileage, is in excellent condition. Starting the car here now, just to quickly show you, obviously EX spec, so you've got the panoramic roof on the car, just to show you there, blind working exactly as it should. Some days, you know, it's a bit bright when they're closed over, and other days it's dark interior, but a lot of natural light really adds to the interior of the car. So passenger seat here, again, looks pretty much like new, it's absolutely beautiful condition. Door card on the near side, again really clean. Plastics on the inside here are one of the best I've seen on a used CR-V of any age, as I said. It's just been kept in very, very, very nice condition. Sat nav, you can see there, so I'll just close the blind over to take the sun off there. Working exactly as it should. When you pop these into reverse, you get a lovely clear parking parking camera, on top of which you've got parking sensors front and rear, so absolutely no excuses to bash the car. Little cubby holes, but all nice and neat and tidy, being kept really nice as well. Glove box, just show you in here. We do have the lock and wheel nut set and the original owner's manual pack for the car. But just to come down here, obviously auto gear stick, but it's all just in very, very, very nice condition. Loads and loads and loads of cubby holes on the car, so I'm just trying to cast a shadow so we can see them more clearly. And then in here we've got even more storage, and you've got little power outlets down there as well, which you can hopefully see. So coming to the main binnacle now, just going to pan in there for you, hopefully you can see that. Just 55,445 miles, engine's running, there's no warning lights on the vehicle at all. Auto lights, auto wipers on the EXs here, multifunction steering wheel, we've got audio top left, cruise control top right, and this particular model is fitted with the auto cruise control, which has the radar built into the Honda badge on the front. I'll explain more about that and how it works on the following road test video of this car, but really, you know, we're looking at a car in absolutely fabulous condition. So finally just come under the engine bay. As you no doubt know from my previous videos, I do like the engine bays on these, quite old school really. There's loads and loads of room, very nicely presented of course. We've just serviced the engine, and the car's just gone through MOT as well, so it really is ready to go. But they're a great engine, no cam belts on them, it's cam chain driven engine, so no big services looming. What will follow this video will be a road test of this very car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Honda CR-V 2-litre EX, and it's the automatic version. This particular car is registered RF57EZE, and mileage at the start of the road test is 55,446 miles. As I say in all of them, the reason we do the road test is very simple indeed. We want customers to see the cars in operation prior to coming to see us. The internet's brilliant for looking for cars. Unfortunately, it also means that the potential to have your time wasted if there's a fundamental fault with the car, which you should be told about, you know, is open for everybody, and we've been on the receiving end ourselves. So the videos are critical, so if there's something wrong with the car, I do tell you. I've done it on many of my previous videos. It's rare, but it does happen now and again. Also, the road tests are done on exactly the same road test route as any prospective buyer will go on, so hopefully would be representative of what you should see and feel yourself. So starting with the engine of the vehicle, 2-litre VTEC engine, a wonderful unit. This one's been very, very well maintained. We've just serviced it, as you probably know from the previous video. The engine starts absolutely instantly. It settles to a very smooth, very even idle. Pulls exactly as it should. It's got a lovely sweet engine note to it. You know, they enjoy revving. It's a typical Honda engine in that respect. There's absolutely no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car. Also, temperature gauge, the engine's been running for some time now, is running at 1/3 of the way up the gauge, and that's exactly where it wants to be on a Honda car. The engine then feeds through into the Honda automatic gearbox, typical Honda box, very smooth shifting, very, very tough and reliable gearboxes as well. Despite that, I still do the same test that everybody should do, which is obviously when it is warm, just pop the gearbox into neutral and then select drive and then reverse, and just see if there's any delays in engagement or any thuds or clunks that shouldn't be there, which would suggest internal gearbox wear, but there's nothing on this one at all. It's absolutely exactly as it should be. The gear shifts are crisp, quick, and you know, very, very smooth indeed. So you know, in terms of the powertrain of the vehicle, engine and gearbox, all absolutely spot on. You know, it feels like what it is, which is a low mileage car for its age, and it drives accordingly. Steering of the vehicle, I love the steering on this generation CR-V. It's kind of old school, it's mechanical, it feels really nice, nicely weighted, but it's very positive, and what I'm looking for in test drive here is any signs of perhaps sort of looseness or wear in the system that would manifest itself in a slightly sort of vague helm, if you like, but there's nothing. It's tight, it's taut, doesn't feel as though there's an ounce of wear in it. In all honesty, it feels incredibly tight indeed. Track's absolutely bullet straight. There's no vibrations coming back through the steering wheel at all on the vehicle, and it feels exactly as it's meant to. Likewise, the suspension of the vehicle, what I'm looking for again, to be critical on a car, is just signs of just general wear and tear, and what that normally shows itself up as is a few little sort of light mechanical clonks or bangs underneath the vehicle, which aren't always unsafe. It's just a bit of wear and tear, but they can make a car feel a little bit old and tired before their time. This one, you can hear it going over the bumps, which of course you're meant to do, but there's none of those noises at all. It feels very, very, very taut and tight, much as the steering does of the car. They are very, very comfortable cars. They really are. What I like about them, and I've always liked about them, is the fact that, you know, on the straight roads, you know, I'm sure you might find a softer riding car, you know, that it's bound to be someone that does one, but it's easy to make a car comfortable in a straight line. It's when you go through corners like this, where a lot of cars, where they're softly sprung, they tend to keel over in the corners because, you know, it's a taller car. The Honda sits through a corner very poised, very controlled, takes mid-corner bumps very comfortably indeed, and it doesn't jostle passengers around. And I've got two kids, both of which are, you know, as prone to any other child of there's, you know, been slung around the back of the car, making a mess in the back there. But car sickness has never reared its ugly head on one of these with my kids, and that's why I keep picking them as well, on top of, you know, a whole host of other reasons. But they're just a very, very good car for that. Brakes on the car, lovely solid brake pedal on it. Again, just looking with automatic cars, you know, a lot more pressure is put on the brake pedals, on the brakes of the car, because obviously you haven't got the engine braking quite the same way as you have in a manual car. So, you know, what I'm looking for really is when I hit the brakes, here I am at the legal limit, give it a tap, there's no vibrations, there's no pulsing coming back through the brake pedal at all. It's all exactly as it should be. This car's got a couple of nice options. Obviously externally you can see it's got the upgraded Honda alloys on it, but it's got a really nice feature on this one. It's got what they call ACC cruise control, which is, you know, automatic cruise control, and it's a really brilliant system. Basically what it does is if you set your speed, say, to 50 miles an hour, and the traffic in front slows down, unfortunately that means that you go sailing towards the back of them, you've got to jab on the brakes, it disconnects the cruise control, and then you've got to re-engage again afterwards, and it can be quite frustrating. With this, just press the ACC on, get up to given speed, and I'm going to set it at 50 miles an hour, take my foot off the brake, and what it does now is it senses a car in front and it'll slow you down and then speed you back up again. So it's very, very, very clever indeed. You can also adjust the distance to the car in front, so you can either have a, you know, a much bigger gap, let's say on a motorway where obviously braking distances need to be kept in check. This button here, I can make myself, allow myself to get, you know, reasonably close to a car in front, but it's very, very good. In fact, what I'll try and do is just catch up the car in front quite deliberately, and then set it at a higher speed than the car's going. So I'm actually going to set the cruise control now at 60 miles an hour, although I know I'm going to be slowing right down to 40. The car is now, it's slowing me down, slowing me down, slowing me down. I'm not touching the brake pedal. I flinched, but I'm down to 40 miles an hour. It's just very, very clever and working absolutely perfectly. Looking inside the vehicle, in really lovely condition. It's a beautifully built car. There's not a, you know, a squeak from the interior of the car, but whoever had the car previously has kept all the leatherwork, the plastics are all in fantastic condition really. But it's just a lovely dashboard. It's very simple and easy to use. It's very well appointed, obviously. It's got a lot of specification on the car, but it's all functional, which is what I really like. Sat nav is nice and high and big screen there. A little bit old school by modern standards, of course it is, but it's it works really well. As you can see there, it's working, functioning exactly as it should. Car also has dual zone climate control, so you can vary the temperature side to side to some degree. And it's working perfectly. It's 22 degrees outside currently, and it's blowing out lovely cold air, so there's plenty of charge in the system. Car also has heated seats on the EX, so leather seats there. They'll work absolutely perfectly as well. And then coming across the main dashboard, typical Honda dashboard, nice, neat, easy to assimilate the information. All the information is working absolutely perfectly on the car. All the pixelation is exactly as it should be, but it's just nice and simple and easy to use. Auto lights and auto wipers on these spec cars as well, but every button, every switch I've pressed has worked exactly as it should, which is really nice. But it's the quality of the switchgear which is, marks these out. They're very, very well manufactured cars. For those that don't know, obviously it is a four-wheel drive car, but Honda worked out very early on that the vast majority of driving that people were going to be doing would be doing this, just tootling around or up and down the motorway, A roads, wherever happens to be. And having a permanent four-wheel drive system meant that you were using four-wheel drive and you just simply didn't need it. Problem with running it four-wheel drive the whole time, it gets through tyres more quickly. You've got more frictional losses through mechanical use, so fuel use is increased, unfortunately, as a result of that, and obviously mechanical wear. What this does, it runs 99% of the time exactly as I am now in front-wheel drive, the most efficient way to run a car. Only as and when it needs to engage the four-wheel drive, it will do so, and it'll do it for you. There's no buttons to press to engage it or disengage it. And I've used these for towing caravans, and it's a brilliant system. You basically just put your foot down, you suddenly feel the front wheels start to spin, and then you just grip and go as the rear wheels just seamlessly come in, and then they just disengage. It's a very clever and unbelievably reliable system. We've never ever touched one, and we've now sold thousands of CRVs over the 15 years or so we've been doing this. It's a great system. Basically, that brings the video to an end. The point of the video, as I said, in reality was or is to pick up on any issues there might be with the car. There are none at all. It drives absolutely beautifully. If I've missed anything out in the video, then obviously don't hesitate, please do give me a call and I'll happily answer any questions you might have.